My name is Clasper-Torch, and I work currently, right now, with the Rhode Island Coalition Against Domestic Violence, and specifically in the position of Men's Engagement Coordinator with the 10 Men Project. What brings me to work? Wow, some real deep concern for the level and preponderance of violence that happens, particularly, of course, domestic violence. But I think domestic violence, it feels to me like, is a symptom of, in some way, a larger problem of a culture of violence, particularly as it plays out among men. And as a male myself, I'm concerned about how the culture continues, how it gets perpetuated, how men are drawn into it. And so I'm come to the work specifically of domestic violence from a perspective of looking how it fits within the whole culture of violence. And I have concern for seeing if nonviolence can be a way of life that can be promoted, particularly again amongst men. And so many of the messages in society are violent ones. It was Martin Luther King that said, you know, the choice isn't between violence and nonviolence, the choice is between nonviolence and non-existence. And I think that the trickle-down of culture from militarized culture, a military culture, to a culture that suggests the only way that we can respond to conflict is through violent means. And then this trickles down, if you will, of course, into intimate partner relationships and domestic relationships. So I'm interested in trying to be a voice for change in that regard, and how to work bit by bit to change this culture of violence and do what I can to speak out, break the silence around it, because I think men are not used to, there's not much space where men can talk about these things.